how in the world are you supposed to decide what to spend all the money that you've raised through your PTO's fundraising on? Like, how do you figure that out? Are you supposed to go looking on Amazon for random things just to buy? Actually, no. I really recommend having a solid plan in place. So this starts with creating a budget every year so that you know how much you have a plan for how much your group is going to bring in and then how much you're going to spend. And if you happen to have a windfall year where you have a whole lot of money, then you can look to what some of your school needs are. And your PTO might not be able to immediately identify those things without a little bit of help. One of the easiest ways to figure out what you should be spending money on or to get ideas for possibilities is to ask. And you should be asking people who are in the schools all the time, like your staff. That would be your staff. So a really quick way to make this happen is just to send them a link to a Survey Monkey where they have open-ended responses to questions like, what would make your job easier? What would make the school more awesome? How can we support you? Like, ask them for a wish list of items. Don't put like a financial cap on it and say we only have $10,000 to spend, because what might end up happening is that you're able to make the wish list come true like in other ways that are outside of your budget. So maybe they asked for like new furniture for the staff lounge, and you know someone who runs a furniture company and they're able to donate a whole new set of something and they get, the tax write-off for it, and your teachers get the new furniture. So don't limit it in any way. You will get a better variety of answers, and it'll just be really interesting to hear what people say. I did this several years ago, and it was amazing how many of the items that we were able to make happen in a pretty short amount of time. And we did not have a huge budget to work with at all. But for staff appreciation, typically that school did the PTO of that school did a luncheon, and then we would use the leftover money to buy something for something non-edible for the teachers to improve their space. One year we got them a Cricut because their old Ellison machine was just really limited and people weren't using it. So just find things that will make their life easier. And that's kind of what the survey results kind of clued me into. And it was just really surprising to see how some of their requests were really easy to fulfill. And it was nice to know that we were giving back to them in ways that would make their lives easier. Because at the end of the day, and this is like my total mantra of how I approach PTO, like why I'm involved, because happier teachers lead to happier kids, which lead to happier parents. So it serves us really well to listen to what the teachers want and listen to what the staff want too, and make that happen for them. So that is certainly one way that you can make that happen. The other way is just to get your parents together and figure out what they need. Like, have parents walk around the building. Is the recess equipment kind of shabby? Is the playground equipment falling apart? Has it been really hot and the water fountains are kind of old and gross and you want to get water bottle fillers? Like, there's a whole bunch of different ideas that are out there. And I think you need to ask your community what they most want. You could even ask the kids. Like, set up a survey for the kids to respond and ask the school to send it out. I think that is a great way for kids to learn to advocate for themselves. So it's kind of like a twofer. So there are just a few ideas to help you get started, but really look within. Look to see what your school community needs. I would start there before asking other groups what they're doing. Certainly, you can use the ideas from the other groups as inspiration, but that is not the recommended starting point at all. You need to start within your own school community, because that is when you are going to be meeting the actual needs that are there. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or a like and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, you take care.